If you are watching this video, then you probably already know that Ashes of Creation is coming to Steam on December 11th. And chances are, you're one of many people asking the same question. Should I buy it? If that sounds like you, great. I'm Flanker, and today we'll go through all the factors you should take into account before making that decision. Most likely, this video will be watched by thousands of viewers, each with their own tastes and preferences when it comes to MMOs. On top of that, I don't know you personally, and you might not know whether you should or shouldn't trust my judgment. So how do we even approach this? Since we're going to break down multiple points, I would suggest treating them as factors that may increase or decrease the chance that buying the game will be worth it for you. So, let's begin with the first one. You've probably heard this a million times already, but I have to say it again, so your expectations stay realistic. Ashes of Creation is currently in an alpha state, and in my personal opinion, it will stay there for another 1-2 years. The fact that it will appear on Steam as early access changes absolutely nothing. So what does this mean in practice? Certain systems and content loops are not in the game yet. Some features are temporary placeholders, not everything is balanced, and yes, you will run into bugs from time to time. Anyone who has participated in alpha or beta testing of other games will understand this perfectly. In simple words, if you want a finished, polished experience, now is probably not the right time to jump in. On the other hand, if you fully understand what you're getting yourself into, or if you've been a tester in other games before, then this might not be an issue for you. In that case, pay attention to the other factors we'll talk about in this video. I've seen some people getting confused about the price and what exactly is included when you buy the game on Steam, so let's clear that up first. The default price of Ashes of Creation on Steam is basically $50, but for some regions it will be lower due to regional pricing. On top of that, there will be a 15% discount from December 11th to December 25th. The bundle includes access to the ongoing alpha, future beta phases, the PTR server, a non-exclusive cosmetic cloak, and 1 month of game time. And this is where some people get confused. If you purchase Ashes on Steam, you will be able to play it all the way until release without paying anything extra. When the game releases, it will not have a box cost, only a $15 a month subscription, which again will be lower in some regions. So, the 1 month of game time in the bundle refers to the first month of subscription after release. If you buy the game now, you obviously don't need to pay a subscription on top of that during the testing phases. Many of you already know this, but I want to highlight it because I've seen multiple people who thought that was the case. Now, let's get to the main part. The price of Ashes is obviously an important factor. Some people don't care that much, but the majority do. So, if your budget is limited and you're not sure whether the amount of fun you get will justify the money you spent, then the rational choice is to wait. If you think you'll get more enjoyment by buying and playing a different game, go for it. You're not going to miss anything major since most likely there will be wipes, and this is not the last fresh start server. And you're not missing your chance to play Ashes. The opportunity will always be there, and the later you join, the higher is the chance that you will have more fun. Finally, if money is not an issue for you, then by all means, feel free to give it a try. Worst case scenario, if you don't like it, you can always come back at release and try again, since the bundle already includes a 1-month subscription anyway. There is a number of changes on the PTR related to the first-time user experience, quality of life, and content, which I will probably cover in one of the next videos. However, even with these improvements, it will most likely still not be enough for Ashes to become your main game just yet. Based on what I saw during previous phases, players usually play for about 1 to 3 months and then take a break, waiting for more content to arrive. This doesn't mean you can't have fun during that time, you definitely can, but depending on what you personally enjoy doing in MMOs, there is a high chance you will eventually run out of content at some point. Many people express concerns about the future of Ashes and whether the game will eventually be released or not. Some of those concerns are valid, while others are fires started over nothing. In reality though, nobody can tell you with certainty. Yes, the game will definitely release, or no, it will definitely fail. Nobody has enough information to make claims like that, and such statements are nothing more than oversimplifications. But that's not the point. If you're someone who is interested in Ashes but still worries about whether it will succeed or not, there is a very simple solution to your situation. Basically, you only need to do two things: wait and collect more reliable information. There is no rush and you are not forced to join the game on December 11th. Nothing is stopping you from waiting a bit and watching the actual gameplay streams. Content creators and streamers who have never played Ashes before will share their first impressions and the perspective of someone entering the world of Verra for the first time. Creators who mainly focus on Ashes will be able to give you detailed updates about the changes, the progress the studio has made, and the overall direction of the game's development. On top of that, nothing stops you from joining the official Discord. It's a great place to get your questions answered, and there are plenty of people who will be happy to help you. Basically, the more accurate information you have, the easier it will be for you to make the right decision. I have no doubt that the likelihood of you enjoying Ashes of Creation strongly correlates with your past gaming experience and your general MMO preferences. In simple terms, this game leans more toward an old-school MMO with some adaptations for modern players. If I had to describe it, I would say Ashes feels like a hybrid of Arcade and Lineage 2. Right now, it is much more of a sandbox than a theme park. There is no main storyline you can follow from start to finish, and you can't reach max level by running from one quest NPC to another for a few hours. There is no fixed route or some sort of predefined checklist. You are basically free to do whatever you want. However, it's important to acknowledge that not everyone might enjoy that kind of freedom. Some players prefer a clear path, and Ashes doesn't really offer that at the moment. Also, one thing that makes some people worried is open world PvP. Their imagination instantly creates terrifying scenarios where they get killed, griefed and teabagged by a dozen ruthless players the moment they step outside a settlement. Cool story, but completely disconnected from reality. The overwhelming majority of PvP in Ashes is either consensual or happens through various opt-in systems. Metaphorically speaking, it's like refusing to leave your house because you might randomly get murdered. Not statistically impossible, but very unlikely. But if the idea still sounds scary to you, then maybe the game just isn't the right fit. Another concept that Ashes embraces, unlike many modern MMOs, is player interdependency. This is not the kind of game where you can achieve everything solo without any complications. Working with other players not only makes your goals easier to reach, but also helps you build friendships as you overcome challenges together. This doesn't mean you can't play Ashes solo. You definitely can. But the game is fundamentally designed around groups and guilds. In the future, more solo-focused content is expected to be added, so if you only want to play solo, it might be a good idea to wait and keep an eye on the upcoming updates. From time to time, players approach me in-game, and some of them tell me that they bought the game because of me. Not gonna lie, that honestly gives me a bit of anxiety, and my answer is always the same. I hope you are not disappointed. I've tried to highlight the most important points in this video, but if you're still unsure, feel free to ask any questions in the comments. You can also join my private Discord server and contact me directly, and you're always welcome to join me on Twitch. All the links are in the description. If this video was helpful, please consider leaving a like and subscribing to the channel. I am Flanker, and I'll see you soon.